someone stop this Barcelona team, because it's not funny anymore. Not only are they not losing games, but what pisses me off is the fact that they are winning by minimum 4 goals every single game, man. They have 55 goals in 16 games. Do you know how insane that sounds? While I sit here and watch my team with the scariest attack in Europe, barely scoring and barely winning any games. What magic is this Flick guy doing to this Barcelona team, man? Even he turned a pretty boy to goddamn warriors out there on the pitch. I have to admit, this Barcelona team is how I expected Real Madrid to play this season, man. And it's just sad to see that the tables have turned, man. Brother, just look at the amount of goals they have scored this season. 7 against Real Valladolid, 4 against Girona, 5 against Villarreal, 5 goals against Young Boys. The list goes on and on and on. This team is a goal scoring machine out there. The fact that they are winning by 4 goals every single game. I open my goddamn phone, I look at Barcelona or the highlights of football games, right? I open my phone and the amount of times I see Lewandowski scores, Rafinha scores, I sit there and say, the same Lewandowski from last season, the same Rafinha from last season. How is that possible, for the love of God? What pisses me off more, ladies and gentlemen, that Barcelona have caught their opponents offside for 100 times this season. Ladies and gentlemen, 100 times in what, 16 games? Do you know how insane that statistics is? What pisses me off even more, just to add to the fuel, right, is the fact that no manager out there, right, just sat there. They're playing against Barcelona, just sat there, right, with their board there, right. They just sit there and say, okay, they have caught their opponents 100 times offside. Hansi Flick plays a high line of defense, right? They always try to do the offside thing, right? Maybe, maybe let's try to catch that. Maybe let's start with a strategy that counters that. You're telling me no football manager sat there saying, oh, how about we counter this, brother, for once? Maybe I'm just being deluded, but put me in there with a team. Even I could counter this thing. Okay. On the topic of players that are playing well, Kounde. Ladies and gentlemen, Kounde had a hat-trick of assists last night's game in the Champions League. 3 assists, 1 game, coming from a right back. Again, what pisses me off, ladies and gentlemen, you look at Barcelona's right back and then you compare it to your right back. You see, this is where the depression stage arises in me. This is exactly where the depression state arises in me. Carvajal has been injured. Carvajal, obviously a baller. I have nothing to say about Carvajal, nothing but good about Carvajal. He is injured for the rest of the season. So who are we putting in right back? Sometimes Vasquez, sometimes I don't even know, probably Bellingham, man. At this point, put me in the right back position and I would do a better job than goddamn our right back in Real Madrid. Because you see this, you depresses you how good Kounde is. Even as a centre back he is good, and even better at a right back. 3 assists from a right back depresses me, the fact that we don't have a right back. Yet the coaches, Perez, Ancelotti, they sit there and say, we're not making any signings this season. Brother, you need defense. We need defenders. Stop wasting your money on a stadium that moves on the pitch. Like they built this new stadium in the Bernabeu. They keep flexing it, right? Oh, the pitch moves up and down, and we can do Taylor Swift concerts now in the Bernabeu. If you're torturing me in the Bernabeu, you're already torturing me with the way you're playing on the pitch. You're adding on top of it a Taylor Swift concert. The Swifties won't like that one, huh? And again, adding to the fuel, obviously, assists this season. Kounde has 4 assists, while Trent Alexander-Arnold, the guy that we are expecting. When are we expecting him? 2025? Probably when his contract ends. Real Madrid is looking heavily into Trent, right? And look at him. He have less assists than Kounde. It's like Barcelona saying, you want Trent, right? Our right back is better. Again, the brother that posted himself looking all stitches on his face. This is the biggest example of the change that Hansi Flick did to this Barcelona team. He turned pretty boys to goddamn warriors. Quote that, posted everywhere. That's what I think of this Hansi Flick. He is torturing those Barcelona players because they needed someone like a Hansi Flick, someone who can discipline them, someone who can tell them that you are playing for Barcelona, for one of the biggest teams in Europe, right? One of the biggest teams in football. We need this type of manager in goddamn Manchester United, in my opinion, but we're not talking about Manchester United. At this point, we need that type of manager at Real Madrid as well. Ancelotti has big names in his hands now, and I don't think he knows exactly how to control that. And speaking of big names, Lamine Yamal, apparently last night he overtook Garnacho, Zaire, even goddamn Mino. 150 million worth on the market right now for a 17-year-old. He is worth 150 million euros. That price tag is genuinely insane, man. I think that price tag is even cheap for the way he plays, man. He had like a Travella pass assist yet again in a previous game before the Champions League game. Genuinely insane, this brother, man. Again, at the age of 17, and I will always keep repeating that age number because I want you to feel bad about yourself. And I wanted to end the video, ladies and gentlemen, with this picture right here on your screens. That is our right back, by the way. You see the difference between our right back and their right back. Leao was literally smiling while Vasquez is out there screaming for help. And I want to end it with this right here. 2 goals for a 33-year-old center back and 1 goal for the best striker in the world. Right, nice. You know what's even more sad? That I don't even know who that goddamn brother is. The 33-year-old center back, man. But apparently he has more goals than Kylian Mbappe. But thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. But hey, international break is coming very soon. So no posting from me for about like a week or 2. No rage for a week or 2, thank God. But still we have, I believe, 1 more game, 1 or 2 more games. United has a game, Real Madrid has a game, Barcelona has a game, and we will probably talk about that. But thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Always please turn on the notifications, because when I go live, I'm not the most consistent YouTuber. I'll be totally honest, but turn on the notifications so you know when my videos come out. Subscribe, like the video, and I see every single comment, so comment down. And gracias, amigos.